Hey, what's up, guys? So we got matched up with this Continent 21 alliance. Yeah, this war was pretty tight. We got about another, 45 minutes or so before the end of war. We have about just less than 2,000 point lead. So I think we'll win, but it wasn't easy. This was actually the first wave before we got our second set of flags. I was just going after some of their bigger teams to get some points. Yeah, I don't think this defense is particularly tough or anything. Like this is in the reward for courage, so having Jane there is kind of a waste. But she does share damage, so I mean, you can look at that as useful. But I think I think Isadora is way better because of her huge defense up. I think she's like something like 90% or something, But I got rid of Irelia. I mean, I should have done that for one of my flags here. You'll see later, but and then actually, like, this is my first war with that new hero, Palmyra. Yeah. Anyway, she's okay. I got her up to 150. I've used her. I put her on my defense just to try, I guess. I think she's kind of good. I'm hearing that people say that she doesn't hit very hard, but I think her usefulness is not, like straight up damage wise. Like she's like the dispeller. I don't know. I don't know if she dispels before or after the hit, but if she does the dispel before the hit, I mean that's pretty amazing. So the second team, again, not a very tough defense. I think he put in what's his name, Hytall, because of the mana gain. Whenever he's holding I think the either the sword or the whip. I think it's a sword. I mean, it didn't look like they started with that much mana. So yeah, I mean, I think Hytall could work for Reward for Courage, just because how much mana he's gonna bring to your team. But you're kind of wasting a spot if you're using Hytall. Yeah, I went with red, even though they had Irelia on defense, because I actually like this red team. I've actually made this team kind of like my primary rating team. I put Bedivere and Gerbeth and Colette, along with Dratha and Jane. That's kind of like my attack team. I've used it against, in particular against another red stacking team like like the Royal Guard. Basically the same team, like a mirror. The team I fight the most in arena is running Hytall, Colette, Bedivere, Jane, and Gerbeth in reverse V. And I basically use that almost the same combination against him. I mean, it works because I don't know. Like I feel like as long as I can take out either Colette or Bedivere first, I'm okay. And I think this is like another thing with kind of like nearby that I'm just getting confused with how it's working in this game. I've had a few instances where like Bedivere went off on defense. He's the center hero in a reverse V, and Haito on the wing, on the left wing, is getting shared. So I mean and Colette is still alive. So I mean that's like, I don't see how that's nearby, but maybe it's some weird thing going on. And for that reason, I actually put Bedivere in the center on attack, thinking that he would share the nearby to everyone, but no, that it doesn't work on offense. So maybe it's just like some kind of bug on defense. And back to this team. So this one, I think we're in Rune Shield. So Rune Shield is, I mean, it's just a marathon. Like you're not looking to take them out fast. I mean, even with an amazing board, you're not gonna be able to take them out. So I actually like to use the Holy or the Dark team in Rune Shield. Like, because you're not gonna be able to gain any advantage with the Naya weapons, right? So you're just gonna get your normal charge speed basically. I mean, it does help with if you use energizing weapon, but you're not changing the board. So I think it's actually like a great battlefield for using your Holy and Dark, because you're taking less damage. So you have like even if the board sucks, you have a lot more turns to turn it around and get some of your stones to show up, hopefully. But that's based on you having similar attack power as a defense, because I think if you played other games similar to this, you'll know that your attack power difference is basically indication of how long you will survive the normal attacks, like these splash attacks. Because roughly, your attack power scales with your attacking power on defense, and then your when you're attacking, like your attack power is basically scales with your defense power, and the damage is calculated based on the ratio of your attack over your defense. So anytime you have a huge discrepancy between your attack and defense team powers, then you better pray for a nice board, because if you're not, if you don't have a nice board, you're gonna be done really fast. They're gonna hit you hard, and you're not gonna hit them very hard, so not likely you're gonna win. So anyway, this team, I kind of just slapped together. I know with Jane, so Jane is a really good counter to any multi-hitter. There are two ways to define multi-hitter in this game. I mean, they do multiple hits off of their special, and hitting multiple people too. So Jane's just gonna trigger like crazy, and that's a lot of heals. Like you can almost never die. So when you're going up against a Malford or Irelia, they're like really good. Like if you have Jane, there's a good chance you're gonna survive. So that's why I just went with this team. I don't think there's a lot of synergy between the rest of the heroes, other than I have the dispel. I can dispel the heals from Haito, and I use Reginald for multi-hit on my end to try to get rid of the shield. Luckily, they're not heavily shielded, and I think both of these remaining heroes have, or maybe it's from the skill, but I think Haito had some kind of shielding weapon on, but it wasn't too crazy. So another thing I noticed here, even though it's not displayed, I think damage actually increases over time. Like after you reach a certain turn, your damage is, it's kind of like the arena, right? You know, like in arena after like I think 14 turns, you get, you know, like 1.25 damage. You get the multiplier to your damage. I think it's still here, because I mean I was hitting a lot harder than I expected toward, you know, toward the end. So I don't know if it's there, they just don't want to tell you, or I, you know, not sure. Okay, so I actually went back to the first two teams again after the reset. So this time I went with my favorite team for now. Yeah, just this team is amazing against anyone in Reward for Courage or Rune Shield. I think those two are the most popular tanky team locations. Yeah, this one had me worried actually. I just can't get any purples. I think I made a mistake right here. I think I could have just moved some. If I moved the green tiles on top, I could have made the purple match. But you know, like I was kind of playing fast. Didn't really see it. Yeah, that, you know, if had I made that one turn early, I probably get Morella going too. But who knows? Yeah, I got rid of. I probably like right there. It's probably okay for me to fire Idritha first, because you know, like Jane's not gonna heal anyway. But yeah, I took out the most threatening hero, in my opinion, on this team. It was actually Irelia. Yeah, I mean, you know, once I get going, it's over. So next, I went back to the other team in that same battlefield. Yeah, this time I just went with my greens, and I replaced Isadora with Gardor. Actually, first time I'm using Gardor. I actually, honestly, I actually don't know what his special does. I actually didn't read it, but like it looked good. I mean, even though he's only like, what is he? He's only 90 right now, but it did a lot of damage. I'll just leave it at that. I actually missed a diamond there. I could have made diamond, but because I skipped it, you know, like the following cascade actually worked out in my favor. So, yeah, like, well, I think right here, Gardor is gonna go off, and I think he hit everyone. Yeah, he crit. So like it looked like he was doing a lot of damage to me. So, you know, for someone who's 90 going up against these, I think they were mostly 180s, and he was still doing solid damage. I mean, that's good. Yeah, I think I'll end up choosing either him or Show Me to work on, or to get to 150 at least. I Yeah, that was a mistake actually. I should have took out Hytall there first. I have forgotten that Xania has that annoying. Essentially, you can't kill her the first time around, so it's like the immunity to death. I'm kind of stuck here because there's so many purple tiles, and then, you know, as you know, like on defense you gain mana, you know, so when you ghost you're gonna get a lot of mana on defense, but luckily her shield went away after 5 turns, so that single tile took her out. That's because this is the no healing battlefield. This last one, I actually this one. I basically went with my leftover blues, and then tried out this new hero. What's his name? I don't even remember his name. I think it's like Leohan or something like that. Anyway, this starting board was amazing. Anytime you take out Garabeth with like the first move, it's like, oh, you should have this. And I made a mistake here. I'll tell you why. So, like the team I brought is actually like a Cathbat counter because I have double dispel. I mean double cleanse, right? So I should have taken out Aurelia first. Like she's the most threatening hero here. Like anytime I move tiles, like the anytime you use Aurelia, I mean not Aurelia. Oh, I'm sorry, Aaliyah. You're gonna move a lot of tiles. So I don't know why. Just like I just meant a mistake there. So Aurelia's got like she does so much passive damage to me. Just really really bad. And then it was unfortunate that I ended up with her, and I'm running all blues. So anytime I charge my heroes, I'm charging her double as well. Like when I'm ghosting blues. So she just ended up going off nonstop. I just couldn't finish her. I needed one big hit, but I just didn't get it here. I don't know if she was frozen or was it frozen? Yeah, frosted or whatever it's called. Yeah, but at this point, I have 2 heroes left. Just no way to come back. I was like, oh. Yeah, so at this point, basically, because of how they gain mana on defense, I'm better off sending tiles into her rather than ghosting. Because whenever I ghost, she's gonna charge, and then she's gonna fire. But I have to charge to heal myself, so I'm in a pretty bad situation there. Got somewhat lucky. I was able to take out what's his name, Elmist. But yeah, I just couldn't take care of Aurelia. Yeah, like ghost tiles, she's charging, firing, and then I'm making more or stones, and then just bad. Yeah, this one's just not good. So anyway, like I was saying, I think we're gonna win this one. So, but still, I should have gotten this one. And then like these guys are pretty tough. So I mean, they did pretty well. Made it pretty tough on us. So anyway, thanks for watching.